Hey, Karanja James again. Thank you for your time. Thank you for creating time again. I know you are in a business. The reason why you are in a business is because you want to get some for yourself. It said that profits are better than wages. So when you get a profit, it has no limit. You can get a profit. Actually, nobody tells you how to sell your thing. It's your own shop, it's your own business. So you have to understand that profits are better than wages, because wages grow very gradually, but profit grows anyhow. They can grow upwards, they can grow downwards. So if you're in business, you should understand that sometimes you're going to make profits and sometimes you're going to make losses. But what makes a business to grow is you make more profit than you make losses, because there are expenses that you're going to incur. There are things that are going to happen, those things that are beyond your reach or beyond your control, but they are going to happen. But you have to do your sums. You have to make sure you do a balance sheet. Are you making a profit or are you making a loss? So before you sell something, this is for the salespeople. Before you sell something, before you close a customer, before you are able to bring a customer overboard, and I'm talking about customers, those who buy things that are high valued, like houses, like businesses, like ideas, properties. This is videos for those people. I'm not talking about a person who opens a shop, neighborhood. Those people who are going to buy from you are those people who are in your necessity. They want those things. They must buy them. They must buy food. They must buy salt. They must buy everything. I'm not talking about those people who own shops, neighborhood. I'm talking about those people who are selling properties which are high valued. I'm saying about people who are selling trainings which are high valued. I'm talking about people who sell cars, assets, those people who sell things which are high valued. This is video for you. Before you get into any business, there are things that you have to understand. Number one, you have to get educated. You have to know each and every details, small details of your business. Make sure before you do any business, and that's why when you get a sales job, most of us are always indulge in a process of 3 months probation to make sure that you understand the processes, you understand the products, you understand the services, and make sure you have the scope of the business of what you're getting into. So have you got each and every detail of the business and how you're going to elaborate to your customer? Because the person you're telling to, he's just interested but doesn't know what goes in where. Although most people in our age right now, they have some information. Information is just a click away. It's just a click away. So most of them have information and they want to clarify if what you are talking about is the right thing. I've ever called a guy I was selling land to, and he was calling me from the lands ministry. He's a guy who has been doing with lands, he has been dealing with lands all his life. But he acted dummy, acted like he doesn't know, but he just wanted to know if what I'm talking about, I have information about it. Mind you, he called me and told me, James, I work in the Ministry of Lands and I've seen that you're able to sell what you know what you're selling. So before you sell anything, make sure you have education of what you're selling, the product knowledge. It's going to make you very good in front of a customer. So don't have this notion that you're going to tell a customer and tell him, I'm selling this product, I don't know how it works. Maybe if you go to a car dealership right now and you find someone is selling cars, but he tells you, I don't know how to drive a car, you're not going to buy from that person. So make sure you have the education, the information about the product you're selling. Number two, you must be joyful. You must be enthusiastic. You must be joyful. You show that you love what you're doing. You can go, actually, happiness or sadness is always attracted to another person. So if I come to you, I'm selling something to you and I'm angry, I'm going to transfer that emotion to you. Emotions are transferred to another person very easily. So if you find me, I'm selling cars, I'm selling cars and I'm very happy, I'm going to transfer that happiness to you, even without you knowing. Emotions attract emotions. So if you find me when I'm very happy, I'm going to transfer that too. So when you're having a client, make sure that you are able to bring this client to the state you are in. Most likely, it's always joyful. Be joyful. Have a smile. Try to make fun, but you have to know what you're doing at that time. So that's the second thing. The number 3 thing you have to understand, you must have confidence. You must be knowing people what they want, when they want, if they can afford it. So you must have confidence, and you have to manage your expectations. So have confidence. When I'm selling to you, let's say I'm selling to you this one, you have to have this confidence because you are buying the confidence. It said before you buy a product first, you buy a person first. So if I'm selling you a phone to you, you always first buy me, how I'm dressed. It said you never get a second chance to bring the first impression. You always have the first impression. The first day a customer sees you, he's going to judge you from that moment. So when you're going to your customers, when you're talking to a customer, make sure the first impression, the first phone call, the first time the customer meets you, you are going to be at your best. So you have to manage your expectation. You have to manage your moods. You have to manage your emotions. So number 3, I've said you must have good confidence. You have to know what you are selling. You have to transfer that confidence from you to that person who's buying. So confidence is contagious. If I'm confident, you're always going to like that thing that I'm selling. So make sure you have this confidence. Know what you're selling. Talk like it's the last day of your day you're going to talk. Make sure you buy this customer. Make sure you sell this customer your confidence first. Confidence makes you to sell more than anything else. So we must have confidence. You might be having the education, you must be joyful, but you might have the education, you might have the information about the product you are selling, but if you have no confidence, everything else is zero. So you must have confidence. When you have confidence, you always have good expectation. Do you know 9 people out of 10 they are going to say no to your business? If you understand that and you are confident enough, you are going to say, oh, so he is saying no, he's part of those 9 that always says no. So make sure you have confidence, manage your expectations. Don't think that you're going to talk to 20 clients and you're going to buy all of them. Actually, I've said even the ratio has shifted. Out of 50 people you're going to contact, out of 50, 48 of them they are going to say no to what you're selling. So that you have to understand what the customer wants, and you're going to get this through confidence and managing your expectations. I know. Everybody hates to be told no. And that's what we call rejection. Everybody hates to be told no. You hate to be told no. I hate to be told no. So you have to know what the customer is rejecting. The customer does not reject you. He's rejecting what you are telling them and how you are telling them. So you have to understand that. Even he or she, whatever she's doing, she gets those no's. And right now, everybody's being sold to. Every time you find a billboard, advertisement, everywhere, social media, there are advertisements, in your phone advertisements. So everybody is trying to sell something to that person you're talking to. So you have to understand this person where is coming from. So the first time he's going to say no. Even if he contacted you that he wanted your product, he's going to say no, because right now his body is trying to sell. So make sure you understand where the customer is, manage expectation, and build the confidence out of that. The last thing I want you to understand, before you sell anything, you have to qualify your customer. How do you qualify your customer? You must know where the customer lies when you're selling this product or this service. Where does the customer lies? Number 1, does this customer need what you are selling them? So I usually say you should be like an open dialogue, or like an open book, an open catalog. So if a customer tells you that he doesn't want to buy this biro, he wants to buy a pencil, you should be a very good consultant and advise that person why he should buy, and he's never going to forget you. So you must know, does a customer need this product? This product you are selling, this property you are selling, does the customer need exact property that you are selling? That's number one thing you have to look when you're qualifying a customer. Number two, will a customer use this product or services that you're selling them? So I want to sell you this phone. Are you going to use it? Have to understand which business you do. You might be, maybe you must be a business person, and maybe the phone I'm selling you is a dumb phone, you know, a button phone. And maybe you are a CEO, you cannot use that phone. You need a phone of your class. You know, I have to sell you an iPhone 15, 14. So you have to understand, will a customer use this product you're selling them? Don't make a mistake to sell to a customer who doesn't want what you're selling them. The other thing is, does a customer afford this product you're selling them? Can a customer afford? You know, if he cannot afford, are you a good consultant to maybe qualify this customer by giving him or her alternatives? Maybe I'm selling a property to a person who is employed. He's a teacher. In his saving, he doesn't have that money, but I'm very good consultant. I'm going to assist that person to tell him or her that if he or she's a SACCO, she's going to get loans. So you must be very, very good in what you're selling, and you must understand if the customer can afford. Does the customer afford what you're selling? Yes or no? How can he afford? Be a good consultant and make sure you qualify this customer this way. And the last thing you have to understand, does the customer want what you are selling? So you have to understand, the customer might need it, the customer might use it, the customer must afford it, but does the customer want what you are selling? So when you understand that the customer is willing to buy what you are selling, this is where you come to close a customer. Let me tell you one thing, there's difference between willingness and ability. Everybody is willing to do anything. I'm willing to buy a car, I'm willing to buy a house. That's will, but ability is totally different from willingness. So you have to make sure where your customer lies. If a customer is willing and want what you're selling, this is why we start doing the closing. And from the next videos I'm going to elaborate how you can do a very good closing, no matter what business you're doing in. So make sure before you do anything, before you get into any business, before you become an agent, make sure that you are able to put all these 4 things I've said in that order, and make sure you're able to qualify your customer. Make sure you're able to qualify, be happy, be confident, expect no or yes, and from there you can start selling. So if this video has a message for you, make sure you follow the consequent videos that I'm going to do, because I'm going to elaborate on how to move from a customer you have found that is willing and is able and can afford, can use. From there, if the customer wants the product right now, there are other things that a customer looks and makes him or her say no to a business. From there, that's where I'm going to start from the next video. How to close a customer from that customer saying no to us saying yes. Thank you. See you next time.